Hello and welcome to Court Farms. This is episode 10 and we're right in the heart of winter. What I've done for the first part of this video, for the first 6 or 7 minutes I think it's probably is of this video, is just to run through the rest of the winter months. Basically just the collection of milk and delivery to the collection point in the farm. That's pretty much all that has happened in the winter months. As you can see, we snowed up a little bit, so we've just tried and tested the Land Rover, see if it can manage in these conditions, and it managed quite okay. The feed of the goats is still quite good. Milk production is increasing in small amounts, but heading in the right direction. It's not going to really jump up until we've got some new stock. So basically once these goats have kidded and those kids have reached maturity and milk production stage, a little while before our milk production goes in, so we're still going to have to be doing a fair amount of contracting in the spring and summertime of this coming year. We're in January now, so so we're still going to have to do that amongst the other things. The first thing that we need to do is to get another field, so to do that we're going to have to get some contracting, and there's no contracts now. I don't think there'll be any contracts until March, so it's one of the reasons why I'm just going to skip through the rest of January and February fairly quickly. Basically just show you the collection and delivery of milk. Right, let's have a look and see how we do here. Yeah, so it's not too bad. Pretty much the same as the last one. Can't complain too much. Really is miserable. Right, so this is the next delivery, which was in early February, and you'll see that the weather has changed quite substantially. It's a nice sort of winter's day, and then of course later in the month back to snow again. Tractor handles the snow quite nicely, so no real problem. Looks quite nice with all the white around and the sunshine on it, the shadows, lovely. Let's get this one delivered. Well, this lot delivered, should I say. I have flattened out the side of this area. I found it was a lot easier to maneuver there. So we've kind of fixed up that little dip. The dip is still there, but we've kind of navigated our way around there. It's looking a little bit better. Wildlife is still running around. And also I've decided to move on the billy. We haven't been offered exactly the full purchase price. It's about £17 off the full purchase price, plus of course the delivery costs. I had to pay for delivery as well, so it ended up being a loss of about just under £70. But of course we have 40 pregnant female goats and that's worth a lot more than £70. Not right now, but it will in the future. There we go, and it's a nice little bit of money. Spring is here. Just going to put a bit of feed in for the goats. Put another 2 bales there to keep them happy for the next little while. Beryl should be arriving anytime soon now. She's on her way down. I have managed to secure a contract. There's quite a few contracts that came up. Most of them were planting contracts or seeding contracts, and as soon as they were coming on, they were going. But I did manage to get a nice, fairly lucrative one, about £8,000. So as soon as Beryl gets down here, I'll go and get it sorted out. So long, as soon as she arrives, she'll take over from there, and then I'll see if I can pick up any other contracts while she's busy with that. Very good. Let's just get a little bit better. That should work. We'll get this down to the goats. It's a very nice spring morning. Yeah, so it's nice to have Beryl back. We can start tandem, well, doing jobs in tandem, which is especially now when we need to be trying to get as many contracts done as possible, so we can buy one of the fields that are adjacent to our goat yard. I think I'm going to buy the grass field simply because it already has grass in it. Probably won't need to plant it, just have to work it, maybe put a roller or a rake onto it or something along those lines. But we'll determine that when we've accumulated enough funds. I think we need to get about 80 or 90,000 before we can buy that. Right now we're nowhere near there. So there'll be quite a few contracts to be able to get done. There's no nice lucrative grass contracts like we had in the past. When we first started. It'll still be a couple of months down the line before those come up. There might be a couple of grass contracts come up quicker than that, but I would imagine we're going to be planting, and I think we'll try and concentrate on quick fertilizer contracts as well to see how it goes. Right, so we've got this contract going, and Beryl has arrived, and she's actually in the tractor, and she's been put to work straight away. Just watch her turn around. We'll fill in the headland later on that one. I'll do that myself later on. I think what I'll do now is I'll just pop up to the store and go and pick up the rest of the seed that is there, and then we can bring down the seed to field 101, I think it is, and as soon as it runs out, then Beryl can just let me know, and I'll go and refill that, and then I'll start looking for another contract myself. So I think we'll definitely have to refill the cedar at least once before the job is done. Oops, got to try and let's get this going. I really should just buy myself a decent pallet fork or some sort of grab to pick these bags up with. You've got to be so careful because we don't want to put too many holes into these bags with those bale spikes. We have seeds all over the place. Right, so let's get back to that field. Then I'll get hold of Beryl on the old walkie-talkie and just tell her to let me know, or just let her know that I'm back and she can call me in whenever she's finished, or whenever the seed's finished, and I can go down and show her how to reload. She hasn't worked with the Kubota, with the cedar, so I'll just go and do the first replenishment for her. I don't know why I'm driving on the wrong side of the road at the moment. Don't want to be arguing with that vehicle. Right, I think we just passed the pub down this road here, and yeah, there in the distance I can see Beryl busy working, busy up and downing, as they say. Let's close the gate. Yeah, so it's very nice to have Beryl here. She does enjoy the ploughing and the working on the vehicles as well, which is nice. So we can dovetail quite nicely on that. Right, so I'll just get hold of Beryl on the walkie-talkie. Well, let me get in there first. Hello, Beryl. Beryl, come in. Beryl, come in. Doesn't look like she's listening on the walkie-talkie at the moment. Beryl, come in. Beryl, come in. Beryl, come in.
Go for Beryl. Couldn't find the blooming walkie-talkie.
No problem. I'm back on the field now, so just give me a shout when you need to be replenished and I'll pop along and come and help you out.
Okay, will do. Come in, Ben. Ready for you. Can you see me?
I sure can. On my way, be there in a couple of seconds. I think we've got about 400 litres in this bag left. Should go a long way to finishing off this contract. What I'll do is I'll just jump in quickly and show you how it all works so that you can do it if we need any more. This is leased equipment, so right, let's get that going. We'll get that loaded for you. There we go, that's all done. We'll hand it all back to you. And off you go. Okay, I'm going to go and pick up a new contract. I've got a new contract to go and do some fertilizing down on field 111, I think it is. So I've just loaded up some fertilizer and we'll head off down to that field and go and get started. Get some dual action going. I just got to load up with some fertilizer. Nearly left without taking the fertilizer down. Oh dear, that would have been interesting. Yeah, so Beryl seems to be handling that field rather nicely. There we go, bag of fertilizer. We'll just take one bag in now. See if it'll do the whole field. Knowing my luck, it won't, but if it is, I think what will most probably happen is it'll be just about. Oh, hopefully we'll be able to just get Beryl to bring some more down once she's finished her contract. Not sure if it'll work out or not, but it's all a bit of a new learning curve now, working with two people. We'll get into our working rhythm fairly quickly, I think. Right, so we're on our way, and I think I've taken the wrong turning, but I'll be able to get there. I should have gone all the way down to the farm and then across.
Come in, Ben. I am out of seed.
No problem, Beryl. Let me just pull over and I'll let you know what needs to be done. So the tractor is in the lane. The key is just under the back wheel. If you jump in there and just pop up to the store, they'll be able to help you out.
Way ahead of you. You are so predictable. On my way already. This must be the store. Let's get some seed bought. I am sure that Ben would have let the store know who I am. I wish Ben would get the right equipment. I hate it when I have to struggle with make-do stuff. Okay, now let's get the seeder filled. I am so glad to finally be here working on our own future. Feeling very excited. Hope I remember how to fill the seeder. Should do. Well, that was easy enough. Let's crack on.
Back on field 111, and the fertilizing is well underway. Fairly nice width. sure that Beryl managed to handle the filling up of the cedar. Didn't hear anything, and as they say, no news is good news. Might have to just go back and touch up the edges. There we go, back on track. Always seem to struggle a little bit with the widths of these fertilizers. Yes, I'm not sure whether we're going to be able to get through this whole field with the fertilizer that I've got on board. Hopefully, if we do need to replenish, that Beryl will be finished that top field by then. She can just pop into the store and bring it down. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. This field is not huge, but just a little bit bigger than I thought it was. And that's why I'm a little bit skeptical as to whether I've got enough fertilizer on board. The problem with doing contracts is you don't want to buy too much fertilizer. If we do have to replenish, I'll just look for some other contracts to do. Some small ones just to use up all the fertilizer. Don't want to be caught with too much stock at the moment. Or unutilized stock. This is going pretty quickly. It's a nice thing with fertilizing is that they are fairly quick jobs, contracting jobs, because generally speaking you get equipment that covers a fair amount of space. Yep, I don't think we're going to finish this off. Pretty confident we won't be able to. We won't be far off it, but we'll definitely not be able to complete the contract with the fertilizer that we have. As I said, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Hopefully Beryl will be finished with the seeding contract. Let's try and get hold of her. Come in, Beryl. Come in, Beryl. Beryl, come in.
I'm here. What can I do for you?
Well, I've just run out of fertilizer. Will you be able to pop up to the store and pick up some fertilizer and bring it down to field 111?
Good timing. I have just got into the Massey to head back. So no problem to collect a bag of fertilizer. Come in, Ben. I've got the fertilizer. Can you give me directions to get to you?
Sure thing, B. No problem. As you turn out of the store, just keep going straight down that road until you reach our farm. I've left the gate open for you. It's right down to the bottom of that road. Well, you know where it is. You've been there before. As I said, I've left the gate open for you. Just drive straight through the farm. And when you through the farm, past the goat yard, you should just keep going straight. Sorry, I just got a bit distracted there with the... So just keep going straight once you go past the goat yard. You'll see a track going on the top of the other fields. Just follow the track all the way around until you come to a bridge over the stream. Go across the bridge, turn left, and almost immediately as you turn left there's the gate into the field where I am. See you as soon as you get here.
I wonder if this is the bridge he was talking about. Don't think so. No road to go left. Let's go on a little and see if we are on the right track. Ah, there we go.
Hi Beryl, thanks for doing that. I'll just get this all loaded up now, and then you can head off back to the farm. Thanks so much.
Well, that was easy enough. I am going to head on, back home. Plenty of unpacking to do. It's been a long day and I am knackered.
Well, let's get this field finished. I don't think it's going to take a huge amount of this reload of fertilizer, so we'll just hang on to this contract, to this equipment for a little while, and we'll do another couple of contracts which we'll show you in the next episode. We'll just finish this off quickly. Up and down. Beryl is headed off home. I'm sure she's pretty tired. Pretty much as soon as she set foot on the farm she was off working, so she hasn't even had any time to unpack yet. So I'll just finish this off and then head on back myself, and we'll have a quietish evening catching up. Discussing what we're going to do. Just about done here. Well, that's where I'm going to end this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Cheerio.